Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. This is Big Girl Diary. Okay, Royal Watch. Okay, okay. Prince William, he's the gift that keeps on giving and he just doesn't stop giving. He gives when he doesn't want to give, he gives unconsciously. I think he's been hanging around Amber Heard. That's the only thing that makes sense. That's the only thing that makes sense. Okay. Prince William is upset at the Sussexes, Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan, because they are going on a Australia tour. Now, Australia is a part of the Commonwealth of the British England or the British Empire, the Royals, right? So he's going to the land that his family owns. Damn, that's big. That's big. That's on a whole other level, right? So you have Prince William that is disturbed. He's disturbed, as we say in America. Oh, he's so disturbed, right? He's upset. He's upset because they are using their HRH title, right? Now, I got some questions for Willie here. William the Terrible. History's not going to be good to him. It's not. It isn't. But he's upset about the titles. But he has no smoke for his uncle. Well, Andrew, formerly known as Prince Andrew, and his wife Fergie have been using their royal titles for at least about 35 years. They were making money off of their royal titles. Fergie was also a Duchess. Sarah was getting money, and she was getting millions and millions by people like Jeffrey EpiPen. Yeah, him. And Ghislaine Maxwell. I mean, even having them come to the palace, knocking on a side door, going around security, and the family knew it. No smoke at all. Zero. But when it comes to the Sussexes, right? Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan. When it comes to them, oh, how dare you use the royal titles? Oh, that is such a horrible thing for you to do. How dare you? I have to work on my British accent. How dare you? You puppycock. Whatever. And they are going ballistic. Now, this is quite interesting because this right here is Prince William. He's acting like this. He doesn't have the it factor. His brother outshines him. His brother's wife outshines him and his wife together. They have that it factor like Princess Diana had and Duchess Fergie or Sarah had. They were themselves. And because they were themselves, people just gravitated towards them. Not him. A frog would gravitate towards him and maybe hop away. Who knows? Maybe a fly will gravitate to him and bite him and fly away. He's so bitter it might... Okay, let me stop. But however, he is like upset. Okay, now, let's hear it from the words of the International Business Times. Okay, this is what they're saying. They're saying Prince William furious over Harry and Meghan's use of the royal titles for 2026 Australia tour. He's furious. Like he don't have other things to be concerned with, like with the problems going on over there in Europe. I mean, everything falling apart. All the countries within the UK are going broke. Not him. Not him. He asked the people, "Can I have more money? I need a little bit more money. We don't have that many people, royals, but we need more money." Him, right? And his dad doing that raggedy stuff. But I digress. So he's talking about William sees the Sussexes, the use of the royal titles for their tour as inappropriate and is seeking action. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to make sure you don't do anything with those HRH titles. I mean, look. Okay. All right. So, so seething Prince Williams is not happy with Prince Harry and Dutch and Meghan Markle. Now, he ought to get on the international newspaper because he's talking about Prince Harry. That's them using his royal title. He didn't say it. They're quoting him through the chain of command. And Meghan Markle, I mean, you could have called her DM, Meghan, okay, whatever. The use of their royal titles during the planned 2026 tour of Australia, despite multiple warnings about the sensitivity of this matter. And again, do they say anything about any other royals who are, abusing their titles? No. However, let's get into it. Okay, according to the Heat magazine, the planned tour follows a series of high-profile visits by the Sussexes. This included the recent trips to Canada and Nigeria, which often generates media attention, but also controversy. Not the controversy, no. It's the attention that he can't get for himself. Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan could go out and touch a goat, and people are like, oh my goodness, that is so cool. And then they will go ahead and engage with the people. He go and touch the goat, and people are like, when is El Boro leaving? He is so boring, oh. When is he going to go? He has no pizzazz. He has 2 left feet. He's awkward. And still awkward. I mean, he just doesn't have that it factor. But you know who does? Him. He has an it factor. Man, I was watching him dance. He was like, I was like, go ahead, Harry. Dance that dance. Now you see him dance. You get like this. Something crazy. Oh, man. Elmino has 2 left shoes. I mean, he doesn't have it. He doesn't have his mom's it factor. He has his dad's zit factor. Poor guy, okay. So here, the Sussexes' visit is reportedly timed to coincide with the people when they can still publicly associate with the royal titles. According to sources, the couple sees Australia as personally significant, making it as a location of Meghan's first royal tour while pregnant with their son Archie in 2018. Now, okay, that was way back then. That was 5 years ago? 6? I don't know how old Archie is. About 5, 6, somewhere around there. He would be 7. He would be 7 now. But they're going all the way back then to make their point. But that was when they were working royals. And he spent his time beating up on his brother and driving his Duchess Meghan crazy. And they all are jumping on, mainly Duchess Meghan, namely her. They went after her. She's a workaholic. She gets up early. She does her work. That's what Americans do. We get up, bam, bam, bam. We are workaholics. We get up early in the morning and we go to sleep maybe at least about 9 or 10. That depending on what you do. Up 5 o'clock, doing all those crazy bends, doing yoga. I don't get how you take your head and wrap it around your head. Take your leg and wrap it around your head. I don't know. I don't get it. But anyway, so they work. They earn their keep. They don't step back. They do more. Just like Princess Anne, she's out there working. She does a lot of public appearances out there doing things. Him, he just keeps his head in the clouds. He's going to be king. What kind of king is he going to be? He spends all his time being jealous, angry, and have contempt for his brother and his wife. And he wants to bring that misery on everybody else. I mean, It is what it is. But the article goes on. And this is what I thought was quite interesting. Here, the potential consequences from the future king. Okay, the insider noted that continued disregard for William's concern could have repercussions. Harry and Meghan's actions have now all just inflamed things more and made William more resolute in his plan to strip them of their titles. Okay, now, this is what I find interesting. There are the royalists, the derangers, all these other people who support, or groups who support the royal family, and they go against Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan. Now, they're stripping them. Duchess Sarah Ferguson was still getting money, still using the royal titles. They had no smoke for her. They were quiet. They were doing some really crazy stuff, bringing unknown people into the palace to go see him in his apartment on royal grounds. You know something? They never did that. They never did that at all. I mean, following the rules, doing what you're supposed to do is not good. But when you are breaking the rules, it's okay for certain family members. But he married her, and they had a problem with it. Oh my goodness. They have a serious problem. We all know what it is. You could sit there and say, oh, she's an actress. You're a damn lie. And your feet stink. Okay? You lie. Just be, okay. It's pathetic. It's quite pathetic when you have a disdain for someone. You don't know them, but you have a disdain for them because of the way they look, because of the color of their skin. And you're too much of a coward that you can't even say, I don't like her because. That's because you hang out with Lucifer and you play with his children, the demons. I mean, I'm just saying, it makes no sense at all. But you lie. You just lie. And fine, you lie. I'm telling you that we know that you lie. Okay? But I digress. Oh, so here it says, observers suggest that the feud could escalate further if the Sussexes continue to exploit their title, the royal heritage, for personal benefits, risking long-term consequences in their public image and relations with the monarch. Let me tell you something. You had no smoke for Prince Andrew, formerly known as Prince Andrew. He had to bring great shame people that were pedophilers. You know what I mean? Pedos, and got sued. I mean, the level of embarrassment and pointing at the royal family, and you talk about the two of them using the royal titles to make them look better. I mean, look, racism is a hell of a drug. It is. You would protect Andrew, formerly known as Prince Andrew, that they had to strip him of his titles because more people were suing to put it on him and not on the royal family. I mean, again, racism is a hell of a drug. It puts you in a delusional state to where you have clouds around your head and you can't think straight. I mean, it is what it is. Okay, it is what it is, but it doesn't stop there. It doesn't. The International Business Times also reported, and this came out yesterday. This came out. William furious over Harry and Meghan's use of the royal titles for 2026 Australia tour. everything that I just said is basically included in that. He's furious about it. Now, look, Prince William is going to be king. And his level of petty, his level of all the adjectives you can think of wrapped up within him. I don't think history is going to be kind to him at all. He just, how can I say this? Okay. When parents have children, not children are the same. You're going to have some that have natural talents, some that have to work hard at being talented in whatever, and some that just struggle. They have zero talent at all. So they take that with zero talent, turn it into resentment, insecurity, and pettiness. And then if you have the power the way he's going to have, he's going to spread it all over everybody else and make life gloomy and miserable. I could only imagine how Princess Kate feels, or Catherine. Now, I don't think she knew what she was getting into, because she saw the status, the title, being princess, being queen. I'm going to get him any way I can, and that's what he got. You're like, damn, I should have went for Harry. At least he dances well. Oh, he can dance? Look. Prince Harry, he could dance. He was down there. Where was he down there in Colombia with Duchess Megan? And they were down there salsa. I mean, I can't salsa. I can merengue. I can bachata. I could do all that. But salsa, it's a two-step. I can't do the two-step. Okay, I said it. But he's the other brother that's not going to be king, but he has all his mother's attributes. A decent person, cares about people, and he is who he is, and people gravitate towards that. Now you have Gargamel over here. Gargamel making his pot. I'm gonna do something terrible. I'm gonna. So he's at it again. So what is he going to do? How is he going to torture his brother and his wife? I wonder if he is going to go after the children. I'm going to take their royal status too. I'm going to strip the whole family. Oh, I'm going to strip the whole family. I'm going to strip them all. But on that note, what do you think? Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And if you don't like it, dislike it, subscribe, and tell me why you don't like my video. And that note, I want to thank you for stopping by.